As we draw things to an end there, I'd just like to highlight a few points on why we need to end the system, why we need to stop spending money for the system. As we've said repeatedly, California is in debt in bonds for $89 billion a year. We paid $10 billion a year already, and we're going to add another $647 million, 5%, every year on top of what we're already losing. And I think it's safe to say we all know how much we're already struggling for money, so why are we spending even more? It says we're going to do all this good. We're going to help connect the states and everything, and yet there's not going to be a state here at the rate we keep spending money. You know, we're not going to have a college system. You know, we can't even afford to fund schools or any other programs, really. So why spend all this money on this train that won't make us money for years down the road? And then there's the effect that it'll have on the physical environment for Californians, whether it was just the effect on everyone as a whole. As Tom Sheen, the president of B, says, each summer utility companies warn residents to conserve electricity to avoid power shortages. Powering the train represents electrical usage even larger than that of more moderately sized public utilities in the states. He later goes on to just say that the average Californian house uses about 6,960 kilowatt hours a year, whereas the trains would use 3 billion kilowatt hours per year, or the equivalent of 4,300,000 more households. So not only are we going to have to power these trains, but it's going to be like adding 430,000 more households to our power grid, which I'm not sure we can really support. It also has an impact on the farmers, because it's not just, they only want a 100-foot strip of land, but it's about almost 170 feet of useful land that they're taking, because the farmers now have to reallocate their fields so that when they get to the end of the road, they can, do a U-turn and go back up the road. You'll end up with one side of the tracks having double, pumps that are double, irrigation pumps twice as strong as they need to be, whereas on the other side of the tracks, you're not going to have any pumps whatsoever. As Adrian already stated, farmers to reach the other side of the line are going to have to go 7 to 8 miles down the road just to reach a crossing where they can go under, and then 7 or 8 miles back. And if you have to do this repeatedly throughout the day, that's a lot of time. And then lastly, our opponents said that this is a step forward for California in our transportation systems. They quote how Japan, China, and most of Europe already has the high-speed rails, but they were building these in the 1960s and 80s. I mean, we're taking a step backwards, if anything, by building this train system. If we really wanted to, innovate and take a step forward in the future of transportation, we wouldn't be building something that already exists. We would be working on building a new system like a maglev system. So I hope you'll agree with us that it's not worth the environmental impacts or the costs to build a high-speed rail train to California.